Welcome to HSE Pulse, a one-stop solution for all HSE related topics. I am Srinath Ganesh, experienced HSE professional with experience from various industries such as oil and gas construction, etc. As part of NEBOSH GIC course series, we are currently seeing Unit GIC1, which is Management of Health and Safety, and Element 4, Health and Safety Monitoring and Measuring. Under Element 4, there are totally 4 sub-elements available. We have already covered 3 sub-elements in the previous videos. So kindly refer the videos for knowledge related to that. This video is going to be purely about 4.4 Review of Health and Safety Performance. Under Element 4.4 Review of Health and Safety Performance, the following contents are going to be seen. Purpose of reviewing the health and safety performance, what the health and safety performance review should consider, and outputs from the health and safety reviews. Purpose of review. Reviewing health and safety performance is a key part of any health and safety management system. It measures degree of compliance against identify health and safety performance standards and check if health and safety policy is relevant and valid. Check adequacy of the health and safety arrangements for managing the health and safety. Check if health and safety objectives and targets whatever it is set are achieved. Identify the efficient use of resources and the need to allocate more or not. What the review should consider. Usually review will be carried out by senior managers or managers and health and safety representative in the company, etc. But those who are involved in the reviewing of the health and safety performance in the company should be competent and trained. During the review, what are the factors we need to consider? First, legal compliance. Regarding to the company, whatever the legal rules and regulations it is applicable, the company should consider it whether they are complying or not. That they should review it. Accident and incident data. Previously, what are the accidents and incidents occurred in the company during their work activities, and what is the corrective action, what is the preventive action. So what is the status of that, whether it is still in open condition or it is closed and implemented. Safety tours, sampling and inspection. Whatever the findings found during these phases, whether all the points are in closed condition or still it is in the progress or open conditions. Then absence and sickness data. Analyzing the absence and sickness data of the workers. So, and analyzing the reasons why they have not reported to work, what is the reason behind it, and is it a work related issue or not their personal issues. So, analyzing all these things and implementing the further control measures to prevent these type of sicknesses. Then audit reports. The previously carried out audits, what are the points raised during the audits are all closed or is still in open condition. Then achievement of objectives. Whatever the objectives set by the company, such as monthly so much amount of trainings if it is planned, means whether it is achieved or not, and monthly this amount of inspections is planned, means whether that is achieved or not. So checking as per the objectives and conducting mock drills, conducting committee meetings, etc. Then enforcement action. In the previously, any enforcement action taken out by legal authorities against the company, which includes fines, penalties, prosecution, imprisonment, etc. The previous management reviews. During the previous management review meeting, what are the points discussed, what are all the action plans, and reviewing it and analyzing what are the points in pending and yet to be closed. Best practice developments. For enhancing the health and safety performance, any new practices that was implemented in other companies or that was implemented in other branches of the same company. So discussing it and how we can able to incorporate in the company. So discussing that things. Then other sources, including reviewing of the quality assurance report, the results of participation and consultations, complaints from the customers, clients, so etc. So these are the factors that company should review during the health and safety performance review meeting. Reporting on health and safety performance. After reviewing of the health and safety performance and discussing the various factors in the meeting, so whatever the outputs from the arise from the review process, it should be recorded via any document, and that record should be retained for some period of time. So every company will set for 3 years the document should be retained. So for the legal requirements only. Usually how the record will be prepared. So usually record of the review meeting will often prepared in the form of minutes of meeting. Okay, you might have also heard of if any meeting is completed, minutes of meeting will be prepared. So who are all the persons attended the meeting and what are the points that were discussed during the meeting. So recording it in a written format along with the signature of the senior members who are all chaired in the meeting. And the action plans showing that agreed actions have been completed, etc. And some organizations will also be required to report annually to shareholders on their health and safety performance through the annual company report. Feeding review outputs into action and development plans. As part of the review process, whatever the points identified for the further improvement, it should be set into action and development plans. Like what is the action plan and who is the responsible person and what is the timeline for that and what is the priority level, low or medium or high, like we have seen in the incident investigation topic. So strategic targets are set by senior management. These targets are then channeled down through the organization and reviewed by the management at different levels. Senior management set strategic targets, middle management review the performance in the areas under their control and sets targets to bring their area in line with the strategic targets. Junior management review performance and sets local targets that will collectively allow the strategic targets to be achieved. This indicates that health and safety reviews at all levels must feed directly into action plans. These plans should identify the actions to be taken by responsible persons by appropriate deadlines. So in this way, continual improvement of health and safety performance can be easily achieved. So that's it about the video. I hope whatever the topics we have discussed in this video are clearer to you. Thanks for watching.